Political analysts ask the question. The nation of Israel, from the time they moved from out of Egypt to 1948, when they were established as a nation, has had rulers who never favored them. They were even dispersed on the face of the world for 2,000 years, but they survived. Until they came back, recovered themselves with the help of the United Nations and by the European nations, and got established back in Jerusalem. The question is, why? What preserved them? Historians have had many reasons they gave. But one, when I was doing some case study research to understand, I got across the findings of a research given by one political analyst, and this is what he said. What sustained the nation of Israel is what is called ethno-religious centric, that kept them together. It is what they believe. It is their culture. Communities that lost their culture risk disappearing from history into the rubbish pit of time. If you were to survive, it's by accepting an handover of the practices of your elders. So young people, today we are celebrating a mark of identity. So that when you grow up, they say without identity, no destiny. When you have destiny, when you have identity, you will have a destiny. I do not agree. I agree with these young people in their demand for social equity, for social accommodation, universal acceptance by all the provision in society, but I don't agree on one thing with my friends branding themselves as the Gen Zs. When they say they are not they have no leader, they have no tribe, they have no party, I don't agree with that one. Because if you deny people an identity, then you are leading those people into destruction, self-destruction. If you do not have an identity, you become a victim of identity crisis. You cannot be able to manage even your own life. Many people commit suicide because they are struggling with identity. What this rite of passage has done to you, young men, is that it has anchored you into your history, that you belong to a genealogy, you belong to a community, you belong to a family. This will sustain you in years to come. I was so happy to see your grandparents coming here. When we were taking so many pictures around, we take time as Africans to behave and maintain relationships. That is what has protected us. In a period of almost 600 years, Africa as a continent has had issues that would have exterminated them. One was the serious diseases. Two, what we call in the tribal wars. Three, the issues of slavery, which you took about our strong men and women out of Africa, more than 12.5 million strong men and women. About 2.5 died in the high seas. They never reached there. 10 million went out of Africa, yet we survived. After we got independence, when the scramble of Africa was over, Africa again was made to be a victim of wars, crumbling economies. We survived. The question is, why? Because of the power of relationship. I want to tell you something very interesting. That an African, the black man, is the only race in the world that reproduces itself in all other races. Wanam je jumbingo le kumango jita netoi. Wanam je wakutu tegonye kumango jita netoi. Yani black from pinye. Mga jumbe nguda gi le check majeso ba in 2050 and years to come. So young people, the urenju umangwendumbran ninyi ni wanaume, treat what has been done today to be very important for you, because it is going to maintain your identity, a sense of belonging. Kipo ile megai ka Birgen ka migai nende o ka tisia Iboga tisia, when you wake up, jamgele boys say guilty you know, you are expressing where you belong to. And you say, this is our people and this is my clan. You should be able to quote and say, these are our people, I belong to these people, and this is how we do our things. Finally, I want to finish by saying there are 3 things you need to take note of as you grow up. Things, when you lose them, you will never have them. Number 1, it is very important to note that opportunities in life, once they come, and if you don't take advantage of them, they will be gone and they are gone forever. Yani vijana wanatumia Kiswahili isikienda inaenda ikiendanga. Kuna mambo matatu ambayo ikikupita ikienda inaenda ikiendanga. Ya kwanza ni opportunity. Right now it is opportunity for you to prepare for life properly, because you are still in school, in high school, in university. Don't let that time go. Maana ikikisha kwenda au ikisha pita itaenda ikiendanga. And there is an opportunity to be employed. Take advantage of your youth. Usipochunga itaenda ikiendanga. The second thing that you need to take care of in life is time. Is time. You know, wakati nilisaliwa nikaishi nikawa na wazazi miaka 5, baadaye nikashikwa na ugonjwa wa polio. Hiyo ikaretard my development. Ikanifanya nikae miaka ingine 15 kabla sijaenda darasa la kwanza. Nilianza shule nikiwa na umri wa miaka 21. Nikaenda standard 1 baada ya kuamini Yesu. So I lost some time. Nikang'ang'ana nikasema miaka hiyo ingawa nimechelewa na hakuna miguu, nikasema niko na kichwa mzuri. I had a hell of a brain. Nikang'ang'ana. Kamaliza primary nikiwa na miaka 27. Ana nifanya CP. Nikang'ang'ana kwenda secondary, nikaenda university. Nikagundua kumbe sijachelewa sana. Nakuta wengine barabarani. Namna hii. And I made sure I can't lose even a moment. I seize every time. Nikakataa chochote ambacho kinaweza kunizuia. Masikini kwa manbolio, akwama mbiribiri yetawendi. Nikasema siwezi kuzungushwa na polio, akanikataza miguu. Alafu tena mimi nianze kuharibiwa nafasi na ujinga katikati ya barabara. nikajiuliza, how will I manage my life so that I will make sure I maximize on every minute? I discovered by following Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I gave my life to Christ, and it is with his words he protected me. I scaled the ladder of life. Seta wewe unaona? Unatingi megere na yeye ulimongo. Seta wewe unaona? Pana shida na matatizo ikupate, umaskini na miguu ambaye hakuna, wewe unakuwa maskini ya kupindukia. Lakini kiogilge kabisa, nikafanya bidii kama mwanaume, nikafanya bidii. Watu wengine wakingangana, mimi pia nangangana, and I made sure I cannot misuse the time that was available, because I knew I've wasted 20 years. One of the things that you need to safeguard. Then I asked myself, let me do the first things first. Na nikaenda masomo na nikasonga. Wazee wetu walisema, mukikaa na wachawi utakuwa mchawi. Ukikaa na mjanja utakuwa mjanja. Wanamgea kwa nini kumalo ibonisi. Onamgea kichige blambejwa kumalo iyewu blambejwa. Onamgea kwa yone u Dr. Ruto ingomitu kale njini. Wanamgea mawariyo iyewu mawariyo. Younger people, it matters the people you will be together in life. Make sure your friends are progressive. Don't join people who are already lost. Mtu anakufuata na yeye mwenyewe amepotea. Don't waste your time. Maximize, because time ikienda itakuwa inaenda ikiendaka. Itakuwa ikifanya nini? Itakuwa ikienda ikiendana. The last one is that words spoken can never come back to you. And this relates to us, even parents. Ugibike chen ngalek chekimwoe kobendi tagago mangenguti, you have no power to return it back. Ungetungi tesi mwoe tele mutyo kutu posomyo Mungu amuiga kwa bako benti nimego wekse. Maneno yakitoka itaenda ikifanya nini? Sasa mkisikia watu wanataja na brand watoto wenu kuita Gen Z generation, yani wanarogota wapi branding? Chugo ibenda chuma juu ako lagok chok mawas wanata. Awa sekite mwasikitele hii Gen Z yetu hii Gen ibrande ne lago kaina megisutu gorotage. In what we call anthropology, social sciences, sociology, and anthology, it is branded and categorized as social categorization. Among the social categorization, it is a product of what is called in social sciences, social construct. Let me come home. In 1992, Moi was facing election. And it was very tough. Political scientists coined a name to tie the university students and put them in the front to fight against opposition. Then they constructed a social construct called YK92. Yani Youth for Kano 92. They used it and it became a powerful thing because it brought the university students together. Even this one, it was a very clever way of organizing university students unsuspecting to plan for a coup in the country. And this is what they Jensis told me, Dr. Ruto, that night and that afternoon on the 25th of June, when they came into where I was, calmly I was quiet with Honorable Rose Museu, who uses crutches. So the young men came in and they said, we looked at each other for some few minutes, and I'm sure it was the Spirit of God helping us, all of us. Then they began a conversation with me and they said, we know him. One said, I know he voted yes. That was a serious matter now. Then another one said, I know him, he's a friend of the president. It was another serious issue. Because I knew why they are rioting is because of the president and the bill. So I knew, boss, ile miaka tumefika, kama inamalizia hapa hakuna maneno. Misha pita miaka 70, si unaona mambo ile ngwako bekiwe kama anyway, lakini mwingine, the other one said, but he is a good man. That is what changed the whole thing. Then the other said, let us evacuate them. Can we take you out? We said yes. And he said, accept to go out because what we are about to do here may not be good for you. So we came out. As we were being ushered out, the young man spoke to me and said, Bishop, go and tell the president this is not about a finance bill. It is about a regime change. And we move out. That thing. So that tells you when the branding of this generation was given, it was not because they were interested with that generation. They were interested with these young people because of their power and take advantage of their innocence to put them at the front as human shield so that real criminals and mutineers would come from behind. Birgen, Justus, Optilionutic, Tukyo Yorkshire, Ibe, Ogoma Pindusi, never Sergal. Tarik tip the Magmood, tip the Maglong, tip the Magdesap, Ogina Mate, Gimoyam Sigis, Colegana Mate, Magaragar, and otherwise, Imatageti Jabona. Because the Bishop College, some of them were asking me, Bishop, how do we support government? Herib Seregali is a matter of responsibility. Nikisome Bishop College, Makobu te meta Kenya enge unekyo. Ukipiga college, hiwe koibe. Yele bikche ki baru serikali ama imuch korib. So maybe got college wherever they are. Ongerib serikali, geto nonsense. At president, it is not about Ruta. It is about us. Ache, you need to make them what you need. Ele ache, kuma ogas nato. Palongelia, gerib serikali. Gerib kapisa, gemangu. Himang iwastoy ko kay Baramo nga Jared, 1979. I was a young minister ordained in the Anglican Church. And I was a member of the Mao North. In the Anglican Church. Kogichamgo Njonjo was the patron of the Anglican Church. He was an Alegab Sergal. Ngoibe boyon nga Jared Kelly, tepo ang gipuna 1980 tibigilin kama spiritual leaders. Kung pagkaroon tukuchum yari, kung mamaloli bichu ko talking games. Ole je boyo uje to mona bichu. Ora ko ju bi wayane mi jidali wuren Jeremy. This one is not about a community. This is about power. You know, power, it doesn't matter whether you are brothers or sisters. You must be very careful. Tumesikia wengine hata aliua mtoto yake kwa sababu ya nini? In Turkey, a president divorced his wife because of power. Because the father-in-law was not in agreement with the son-in-law. Which is an end power. So power is not mamuchezo, masosiot negilen iune sotet, ama ite neginese sotet. Igure terep karen. Dem wite yota gele komachuru oriet nikiba 1982. Owala ase made and again the way we do things in Kenya changed from that time. Kongetera kumaja moiwo uriba unate. Kuma okasema. I'm saying it without blinking my eye. If the president did sign that finance bill on Wednesday, we would not have had the country by us. Even the say, I'm looking at the university. When you go to State House, when the lengo wa amigo lugusaru, como sikinji go muak lago, amulago ju ko lago ga basgari, lago ga members of parliament, lago kimagay, lago ngetito ko kay chill boy yo tamo go laga sai na. O kasi, kaya nga pewa sa tukala ko yung hagi muchezo, mamuchezo ju. Iga ko ngale siguro mi, lagi nugo ko tawre techo ko. Wagisi. Moro waja unako anak mo poni nawa metas ko geteitege agerip emit agerip serikali gerip boisionik tufanyie watu wote haki tujifanyie haki ongeya chimbit tugul baiman Mr. President geya chimbit alak tugul haki katika Kenya watu waanze kushukuru Mungu kwamba wakati wa utawala wa fulani inji ili progress ikaenda juu. Tujifanyie haki kama wenyewe. Kaje ukipiga pale nji ongea jingeman. Gitoret ke. Pare lago kyo. So vijana mnapotoka katika sherehe hii, we are preparing you to be fathers. We are preparing you to be president. We don't know who is sitting here. We could be sitting before our the future prime minister. Because tutapatilisha hii nyang'au ya katiba. Tuhakikishe kwamba inaleta nafasi ya watu wengi. Hii kitu tutanyarosha hii. Who knows? We might be before our next prime minister in the next generation. Jiandae kuchukua nafasi. Some will be doctors. Some will be managers. Some will be in charge of. So we are soon, as we sign out, you will be signing in the spirit of time. And with this, we are blessing you. May God progress you and give you all that it gives your life going. Upate kuendelea katika mkono ya Mungu. Mako mogi kama jalepi gabe mane mako negi to. Ile mame ila keto nyilai. Kenu maila nyege black wet kime uswagi gai. Kenu mam dorinde katamne ini. Kenu ala ko jigi ba jesi mbolle. Ba ala muturo mu rendu jwa tingwe. Mam waya ke. Kenu ara maya. Kwa kasi muambie watoto wenu wasiingie katika maandamano. Umwaji lago kwa kumalia. Maana maandamano sasa imebadilika, kumetokea watu ambao wanabora mali ya watu. Na wananchi wa Kenya wamejitokeza sasa kulinda mali yao. walipojaribu Kitengela, watu walitoka na mapanga na rungu ya jembe na rungu ya Masai. Ngwais kweli ngongole na ota sonong ne wametinyo hivi konori yengereri agimune ikochi ni kaina itugo munjin gorotake leji lakwe kunungu leji you are my son, you are my daughter, this one is dangerous. Pase lago kana mapase okase na tawe mwambie watoto wenu it is no longer Gen Z's issue. It is becoming a criminal issue. When people begin to burn people's property in Nairobi, this is the central. Watu walijijaza huko juzi na kuwa na silaha. Wangoja sema mtu akuje town. Huko Githurai, they did the same. Watamnas wale na lejawi. Agenge ngirichonde ko kinyaen emet ko kibaragot. Usar wechera. Wanagia usar wechicha. Nasema kwamba akufaaye katika dhiki ni nani? Mwame jamua mwini. Wale ko kibaragot. Ko kibara. Ako kitamti president ngeleji panga serikali kuye imoche. Amu ko kitache uneki tegi agera to legi kumubunga. Kumo sana. Ugileji wek chagi bangane ke ngoli baga magtuo asamale amotwo asame biga baringo akase dipolio amoite ke dogo oganga yembe ongo tina wabi ke bi baringo legi aga na to mamwa wak lembe ya malal enga ileta Jehova agaru rak wa agenge gondoi ko enga lega Jehova yale jak ira mo age manda en gurgani en sergali imamune na rubai yigi jutune na magi jutune yigi kwari da na magi kwa ko jaw mo le bom kuna usi sen getegi mo kai ko ga na pi te bore buni kumi akuni kai na pa ga sindan kurbo ga rawle hey kimaje geri baringo okwam ko miak tiongi tugo maje ko buita yemi kale magingen ele mo gira ko ke barko digi geranu ko lof age geranu tukki giyan mo ga na osi senge tegin malo ge beru malo ge ba as kamo jago na ngale jata wa marit kumye amu aga sala ga ta jangot ko le maje ga na gile negia. Namaliza kwa kusema Mungu awabariki vijana wetu. We love you. That is why we give you education. We value you. That is why as your parents we are exposing you to things that they can build your lives. We have kept you sitting and thank you for being patient because we cannot repeat the same again. Gogo, when you spoke about where one of the grandparents, which is his father, our father, said, if I do this, then I must be taken back to where I was taken like you, where you are now. So in Kalenjin, you can never repeat the same thing in your life. That's complete. So you say, if I do this, unless I go back. And you know it is not possible to go back. May God guide you. May God lead you. May God bless you. And we are expecting that God will bless you to be fathers, to bring to us grandchildren in years to come after you are well prepared. Thank you, Eric, Ektari, thank you for hosting us. Thank you, the two families, Birgen and Chester. I want to thank all of you. Sigi, akpigap kai. Tukul, ongoi, amugo wam Tuumdo, amuam jiget tumo kwege. Oteste chaka chepti la burur. kongoi mising koberuro kamuktoindet nemwoe biikab Kipsigis kole akokaenage. Okilgei eng mung'aret, okilgei eng somanet, ketoretkei eng boisionik ak ketobi eng kotab Jehovah. Communities chemetoi ng'alekab Jehovah komatonondos. There are two things chekikokipen biik chechang kosurviven. One is religion. The other one is the literature. Nekisomani nekonori kabwatutik chebo biik chekibo tai. And that is what Israel did. They are protected by religion, protected by the memory of their names, of their character, of their... In fact, I went to Australia a few months ago, and I found the Jews living in a certain community. They still maintain even their burial rights, their rights in education, everything. They have kept it intact, and that has kept them to live for many generations gone by. As with that, I want to wish you God's blessings. Zakaria, Justus, Akpiga Kobo Urwane Tumi, Asome Alayoro Aelge, Maja Alabata Wendi Taulin, Mako Peruta Kamuktoide. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you once again.
Just invite the governor direct.
Governor. Bas, maagutinya munga kaito ko baleti. Yan, kale tingin ngiti.
Kale ligeti.
Pagini. It is my pleasure. Ata ujong mo ata, jong gato magot ko ebi. Sira, moto jo ko. Kale tingin Tuumdo. Pagini ti. Bas, ngata Governor nebo Uasin Gishu, Daktari Jonathan B. Kongoi Mungu akubariki. You have been a motivator to children for many years, apart from coming to help us as parents to rule. Karibu sana.